It started as a disappearance, then became a secret. Now it's an exposure. The discovery of Dorothy Arnold's letter cracked open a century-old deception. But when investigators got their hands on the Arnold family ledger, they realized this wasn't just a missing person case. It was a cover-up, signed, sealed, and financed. The ledger was found inside a false drawer of Francis Arnold's mahogany desk. The same desk seen in photos from his 1911 press conference. It contained columns of handwritten transactions, dates, amounts, and initials. One entry stood out. January 8, 1911, transfer to HHI, $5,000. Confidential care. No one knew what HHI meant, until a historian cross-referenced early 1900s medical institutions. It matched Hillside Home for the Incurable, a private asylum outside Worcester, Massachusetts. An asylum that, during that time, catered exclusively to wealthy families trying to hide social scandals. When the cold case team pulled surviving records from Hillside, they found a single patient file missing. File number 247AD.A. The ledger listed monthly payments for 2 years, then suddenly stopped. The final entry read, "Closed. May 12, 1913, arrangements complete." No further notes. But May 1913 was the same month a woman named Doris Arlen appeared in Boston Society records, living quietly, under no listed relatives. So what happened inside Hillside Home? Former blueprints showed a small annex, later demolished, used for private recovery wards. And in those ruins, ground radar found metallic debris resembling a storage box. Inside, decayed papers. A photograph. A woman sitting by a window, wearing a plain dress, hair tied back. Her face partially obscured, but you could still see it. The unmistakable resemblance to Dorothy Arnold. And scrawled faintly on the back of the photo were the words, "They told me to forget who I am." As investigators pieced this together, one truth became clear. Dorothy's vanishing wasn't a mystery of the streets. It was a burial of identity. Her own family funded her disappearance, hid her under a false diagnosis, and erased her from public records. But there's more. Because a second ledger entry changed everything. February 1916, trust transfer to W. Estate, Whitman. Child provided for. The initials W linked to the Whitman family. The same surname connected to Doris A. Whitman, born in Boston that same year. Meaning, Dorothy's child lived. Dr. Lila Benson, the forensic historian leading the investigation, was stunned. She said, "This ledger proves money was transferred to sustain a life, someone they wanted protected, but never acknowledged. Dorothy's child may have grown up under an assumed identity. So who received those funds?" Bank archives show deposits made monthly to a caretaker named Mrs. E. Vaughan Whitman. No known connection to the Arnolds. Until a genealogist discovered her maiden name, Eleanor Griscom, the sister of George Griscom Jr., Dorothy's secret lover. That revelation hit like a thunderclap. The woman who supposedly ruined the Arnold family's name had her child raised by the lover's sister, which meant the two families, Arnold and Griscom, were entangled in the very conspiracy that destroyed Dorothy's life. And yet, someone had gone to great lengths to keep that truth buried. Because within the same ledger, the last page held something darker. In the event of inquiry, destroy all correspondence. The matter ends with me. Signed in bold, unmistakable handwriting. Francis Arnold. It didn't end with him. When his estate lawyer died in 1934, an inventory listed a sealed envelope marked Hillside Matter. It was never opened until now. Inside was a single line typed on aged paper. Patient 247D.8 deceased. Infant transferred as directed. That's all. No cause of death. No burial location. Just closure, on paper. But forensic teams now believe that deceased may have been a fabrication. Hillside Home was notorious for staging patient deaths to release them under new identities. And since records from that facility were destroyed in a 1937 fire, there's no way to confirm who truly died or lived under those initials. Except a newly found photograph from 1935 Boston shows a middle-aged woman standing beside a young girl at a park. Her eyes, the same as Dorothy's. Her smile, identical to that of the missing heiress. And in her hand, a pearl brooch. The same design once worn by Dorothy at her final family portrait. So, was Dorothy Arnold the woman in that picture? Did she survive, living under a new name with her daughter, watching from the shadows as her family protected its fortune through silence? Or is this another illusion, another layer in the ledger of lies her father built to protect their legacy? The FBI's next move is to exhume unmarked graves at the old Hillside site, cross-checking DNA with descendants of both the Arnold and Whitman families. If the match confirms Dorothy's lineage, this could become the longest cold case ever proven by modern forensics. But somewhere deep in the archives of Massachusetts, one more clue waits. A sealed journal rumored to have belonged to Doris A. Whitman. It was last sold at a private estate auction in 1978 and has never been recovered. That journal might be the final piece, the voice of Dorothy herself. And if the journal speaks, it could expose not just a family's secret, but the price of silence in America's high society.